And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. MLB The Show has action out of the NL Central. It's the Milwaukee Brewers and the Chicago Cubs. First pitch coming at you right after the break. So just about set now. And starting in this one, Ben Brown. What do we have on him?
Well, he's been a very dependable starter for his club, and what stands out for me is that left-handed hitters have really struggled batting below 200 against him, and it just tells me they have a hard time tracking the baseball. Maybe it's the release point, maybe it's the motion, but just some way, somehow, they've got to figure out a way to pick it up and try to have some success from the left side.
Way out front for strike two.
And he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Just misses the mark outside the zone.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Right-hander kicks, deals. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. And, Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
And now the center fielder, Jackson Chourio. Fought off foul. One out, base is empty. That misses the zone, and the count is 1-2.
I don't like to say he wasted a pitch. I think that was a purpose pitch. Change the eye level, have him look up. Now go back exactly where you want to go.
Ball.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top 2 guys in a lineup to start an inning, you got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie. And
corner over to first. And Milwaukee is set down in order. Brewers go down quietly, and now it'll be the Cubs' turn in a scoreless ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back here at Wrigley Field, and today's starting pitcher, number 39.
Well, that whip is just below the league average, and that's a good thing in this case, not allowing too many base runners. So on most days, he's going to go out there and compete and put his team in a position to win, and I expect to see that from him in this one today.
We go to the bottom of the first. In half up to him.
left fielder.
He's got pop, which is a little sneaky because he's so comfortable with taking his base hits to the opposite field, but he can jump you if you make a mistake.
Cubs made Ian Happ a first-round pick in 2015. He played at the University of Cincinnati as an infielder. Played a little bit of outfield, but a guy in 2022. What a year, Chris. Both an all-star and a gold glover. Good hitters count the 2-0. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. That one fouled off, 2-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. That one missing inside.
Yeah, and wins that Gold Glove as a left fielder, and it's a guy that was a pretty good center fielder as well. But one of the things for him is just being able to be in the same spot every day. I think it increases the comfort level and allows that athletic ability to really shine.
This one smashed down the right field line. And foul ball. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk. And that's their first base runner of the game.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch. And I tell you what, he earned that walk.
So here's Kyle Tucker now. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. That's inside. Hat aboard here at first with nobody out. Runner on the go. Pitch is high. Throw to second, and he's out.
Usually when you see a team try to steal a base in the early innings, it tells you they want to be aggressive on offense. Try to force the defense to make plays and slow them down. That's exactly what they did right there. So we'll see if that caught stealing changes the offensive approach moving forward.
And that is in for a strike. 2-2. Good job to fight that one off. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Battling here as he fouls it away. One down, base is empty. And a good eye there.
Full count.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. And he walked him. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at-bat.
When you go that deep into an at-bat, the hitter usually comes out on top.
And next for the Cubs, Seiya Suzuki.
It's been a tough stretch for him at the plate.
There goes Tucker. Swing and a miss. Throw to second, tag, and they got him.
2 unsuccessful stolen base attempts tonight, so I think this is where we probably see them change up their plan offensively. The running game just isn't working, and those are costly outs, so they're going to have to string together some hits and change things up a little bit.
Just missed.
Well, with this many pitches thrown here in this first inning, I mean, you're giving the other team a really good look. He's going to have to find a way to get some weak contact, maybe a swing and miss, get into that dugout and hit the reset button.
Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field. And that keeps the inning going.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Gets against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Pete Crow Armstrong. Outside corner, there's a strike.
No ball, 1 strike.
First inning, and already up to 23 pitches. Breaking ball, and that got him.
That hit him.
Batting fifth, the shortstop.
Dansby Swanson is going to get a chance to hit.
He's been really clutch with runners in scoring position this season, so they'll have to be extra careful in this matchup.
1 ball, no strike.
And there's a strike.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
That one is absolutely belted. And it's off the wall. 1 run's in. In there. He's safe. And they lead by 2.
Nicely done. Brings home 2. Put a pretty good swing on that one as he drove it out to deep left. Didn't quite have the right combination of launch angle and exit velocity to get it over the fence, but you're never going to be disappointed with extra bases.
Michael Busch, the next Cub to hit. And the first offering is not close. Man on second, 2 down. That one the other way. Nice grab. But they'll pick up a couple runs here, both coming on this 2-run double. And it's 2-zip. Top of the second, and now the DH, Christian Yelich.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
That's down and in.
Ball.
Woody Keller making the calls behind home for us today.
And Boog, something to keep an eye on is how pitchers utilize the top part of the strike zone. We see a lot more of that in today's game with pitchers going up there with hard stuff. Keller, definitely an umpire that isn't afraid to call strikes up in that part of the strike zone.
Swinging a ground ball up the middle, and that one finds its way through. And a good start to the inning.
Batting fifth, the first base.
Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
And the batter now is Rhys Hoskins. That is upstairs for ball 1. Pulls that one foul. Yelich gets his lead at first with nobody out. On the ground to the left. To Horner at second for 1. Double play. That was some defensive wizardry.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
So 2 down now, and here is Isaac Collins. First pitch misses. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Suzuki has a beat on it. And he makes the catch. And that is that. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. Now to the bottom of the second. It's the Cubs 2 and the Brewers nothing. Back here at the friendly confines. We head to the bottom of the second. So up now for Chicago, Carson Kelly. Backed off the plate that time.
Straighten him up a little bit.
No strike.
Late on that fastball.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Ball two.
Next one misses. 3-1 now.
3-1.
Popped up. Ortiz. And puts the squeeze on that one. And there's one down.
Batting eighth, the second baseman, Nico Horner.
So here's Horner now. Singing he's never finished the season with more stolen bases in his entire career. First
1-0.
pitch, not close. And there's a foul ball. One down, base is empty.
2-1.
That one misses. And now 3 balls and a strike. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Dunks one into left. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Well, he didn't get much of that one, but it's going to look like a line drive in the box score tomorrow. That line drive isn't going to light up StatCast or anything like that, but it gets the job done. And he just kind of caught it on a weird spot of the bat, but he didn't get cheated with the swing, that's for sure.
Matt Shaw batting with one down, takes a strike.
And that's a great take right there. Even though it's a strike, with the situation, runner on first base, you want to keep the ball off the ground. And you swing at that pitch, most likely you roll into a double play.
Check swing, called strike. Set down on strikes. That was pretty nasty.
Well, that at bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
And now here is Ian Happ. Walked to open the ball game. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
No balls. 1 strike.
Throw to first. Horner back in on a dive. Two outs. Swing and a foul out of play. Still in the second, already at 44 pitches, so some concern there. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. And that just misses. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Up the middle, Terang sends it to first. That's out number 3. Cubs leave one as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Top half of the third inning. This is Bryce Terang. He's already set a new career best for stolen bases in a season, Chris. Brown back to work. Lifted in the air, right center field. Drops into the glove, and a quick out, number one.
Batting eighth, the third baseman, Caleb Durbin.
Here's the rookie third baseman. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. Popped in the air, left field, hat. Hauls it in, 2 away.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Joseph Ortiz stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. And a foul ball.
Boog, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
2 down, nobody on. That's in there.
This guy at the dish excels in 2-strike counts. Got to be careful with him out there on the mound.
Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. Kelly to first. That completes the strikeout, and that'll do it. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's Kyle Tucker. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on base and slugging too. Swung on, belted. And that gets down in the corner. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
Everything came together for him. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
And here comes the Brewers manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Number 39 will depart, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back.
Now pitching for
So
Milwaukee.
a young arm coming on now out of the pen.
31.
Jacob Mizorowski.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Seiya Suzuki will hit next. Right through there for a strike.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power. But then if this hitter gets a strike or two on him, he's still very comfortable. And because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
And takes low for ball one. No outs. Runner on second. Ripped on a line. Hauls it in for the out.
The center fielder, number 4, Pete Crow Armstrong.
Here's the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong. He's one of the faster guys just by pure sprint speed in the majors. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike.
0-1.
Movement in the bullpen. Abner Uribe, the right-handed sinker baller. He looks to be readying himself. Hall warming up as well. Now one missed.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
And he takes a strike. That's outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And that's outside. Got him looking. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective.
Well, you got to be ready to swing the bat with a runner in scoring position and 2 strikes. Just put the ball in play somewhere, and you got a chance. Very frustrating for him, I'm sure. See if the next guy can pick him up.
Swanson in the box here lets that one go for a ball. A little bit high maybe, and that's ball 2.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
This one lifted in the air, left field. Collins puts it away, and that's the inning. 1 left for the Cubs. They're up 2-0. On the north side of Chicago, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton out of the 4th. Here's the leadoff man for the Brewers, Sal Frelick. Just off the outside edge, and it's 1-0. The Cubs bullpen with some action. Genesis Cabrera, the lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Flexen also getting ready. Just missed.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
There's a strike, and it's 2-1.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
The 2-1 is high.
Expect for that guy to come right at you with a fastball, something in the zone, because he does not want to allow the leadoff walk.
And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
That could jumpstart an offense that's really struggled to score in this one. Don't want to wake a team up with the free pass.
Next for the Brewers, Jackson Chourio. Struck out looking his first time. Check on the runner.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
Ball 1 there.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
Next pitch is downstairs. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. And there's a ball.
Here's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
That's in there. And now 3-2.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch.
Some real good life going through the zone on that one.
And the tying run is on base.
Well, this could be the start of something. They haven't found a way to score yet, but now's their chance to change that.
And now it's William Contreras, having a lot more success on the road this season. And that's in there for strike one.
There was a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
And that one fouled off. With the go-ahead run at the plate, top half of inning number 4.
Ball.
Squirts away a little bit, but no advance from the runners. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
1-2 to Contreras. Ripped to first. Caught.
That at bat is a positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like it. He hit the ball hard, but it doesn't always work out in your favor. Sometimes a defender is there to make a play.
Here's Yelich at the dish. 1 for 1 with a single so far. That's off the mark, and that's ball 1.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
Swing and a miss as he was late. Frelick over at second. Chourio over at first with 1 away.
No, that's a ball.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
And now 2-2.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Swing and a ground ball, and it's just foul. That was close. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. And here is Hoskins.
It's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion, and he's in full speed.
2 aboard, 2 outs. Next offering is in for a strike. Next offering misses down and away. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. And that's the 3rd out. Brewers strand a couple. They trail it here 2-0. Bottom 4, and now the first baseman, Michael Busch.
The first baseman, Michael.
Not a lot of people know this, but this isn't the only Wrigley Field in MLB history. You know, when the league expanded and added the Los Angeles Angels in 1961, they played their first season at a stadium in LA called Wrigley Field, which had been the home of the minor league team of the same name.
And there's a strike. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
Clearly, he was sitting on a fastball right
strikes.
there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Just misses with that one. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Man, I really like the ability to bounce back right there after not getting a call. He probably should have
The
gotten
catcher,
it. Didn't let it
Carson.
affect his focus, and he
Kelly.
came back with another good pitch to get him swinging.
Kelly
Ball.
in now. Takes ball 1 off the
1
plate.
ball, no strike.
Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Right through there for a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
One down, base is empty. That
That's
one drifts
inside. Ball 2.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
And that drops in for a strike. Here's a 2-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That K is his 3rd of the game. Nico Horner will come up to hit. And he's already singled in this game.
Horner.
And first offering is fouled off. 2 outs, base is empty. That one misses, and 1-1.
Two, 1.
That one fouled off.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
2 outs. And that's
Ball 3.
downstairs and outside.
Full count.
That's the 3rd, but
That's
it
foul.
kicks foul.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Nothing happening there for the Cubs, but they're on top 2-0. Here at Wrigley Field, ready now for the 5th inning. Here's the left fielder, Isaac Collins. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Well, these Brewers just haven't produced as many competitive at-bats as I'd like to see in this one. They really haven't worked many deep counts or long at-bats, and that's fine if you're having a lot of success. But at this point, I think it's time to make an adjustment.
That misses, and that's ball 2. And that is out of play. Just off the outside edge, and a full count now.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees, and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire's strike zone.
Line drive. Fair ball. Makes the turn and heads for second. The throw in, and he's got a leadoff double.
It's always fun to see a double rip down the line. That one just barely stayed fair. So that was a good call by the umpire. He was all over it. Really important at bat coming up now.
And now, Bryce Terang. Fly to center his first time. That's a strike, and it's 0-1.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit is probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Tying run at the plate. And that one is lifted in the air. One away.
Now batting, the third baseman, Caleb Durbin.
Now the third baseman. Fly to left his first time. Cut on and lifted in the air. Hat moving under it. Brings it in. 2 down. Now it's the shortstop, Joseph Ortiz. He's 0 for 1.
Ortiz.
Right through there for a strike. Runner at second, 2 down. Way inside. On the ground. Oh, what a stop. To his knee, the throw, and that's a great play for the out.
Making him look easy at the keystone position. Definitely worth another look. He'll get some high fives when he gets into the dugout.
Now pitching for
back
the
now
Brewers.
To start the bottom of the 5th and taking
Number
over on the
45.
mound, Abner Uribe.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Here's the third baseman, Matt Shaw. Caught looking his first time up.
Shaw.
Slider misses outside.
You know, these Cubs, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results.
Just missed.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Fouls one off. 2-2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Slice to right, and it goes just foul. Here's a 2-2. Smoked on the ground a second. Whips it to first. He made the pitcher earn that out after a long at bat.
The left fielder, number 8, Ian.
Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Ian Happ. He's 0 for 1. That one at triple digits.
Definitely
No
not a
ball,
pitch
one
location
strike.
you're expecting up there as a hitter when you know the guy's got a good sinker ball. If he can get in that location, boy, you've got to look top to bottom, and that's going to make it very difficult to hit.
One down, base is empty. And that's downstairs. 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And a 1-2. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And now 2 gone.
Well, Boog, I'll tell you, when he goes to look at the video of that pitch, he's going to want to punch himself. That slider had hit me written all over it, and clearly he just got a little too excited and was out in front. Tell you what, when you get a pitch like that, you cannot miss it. Those have a chance to go a long way.
Tucker in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Next offering is fouled back. Not close with that one. And the count 1-2. That's down and in.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Two down, nobody on. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Got him. Outside pitch got the better of him that time. And the Cubs are down in order, but they hold the 2-0 lead. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Jorge Castillo.
Now pitching for
a
the
chance
Cubs.
at his first save of the year.
Number 7, Jorge Castillo.
Now here is Sal Frelick.
The right fielder,
He is struck
10,
out, and he is
Sal
walked.
Frelick.
Chris, his skill set straight out of the mid-80s. Good contact, not much power, and he could run. He always uses the wheels to his advantage.
His biggest challenge in this day and age is to not get caught up in trying to hit home runs because so many people are. He just has to understand that his skill set is unique and he's very valuable for any ball club. If he does that, he'll play a long time in this league. It's good speed at the top of the order here. You want to get it on, see if you can get a stolen base, maybe get around the bases and pick up a run.
And that one almost hit him.
Ball 2.
A rope into right, and that's a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
He was all over that one. And man, I'll tell you, a line drive like that into the gap just feels so good. It's feedback that you had everything on time and in control from start to finish with your swing. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
And the batter now, Jackson Chourio. There's the strike. Frelick gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Swings and he pops it up near the pitcher's mound. Makes the grab, one away.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
The catcher,
William Contreras. Now at the plate. 0 for 2 in this one. First offering misses badly for ball 1. And a fastball in there for a strike at 91.
That fastball, even though it's up, that's the velocity you want to go after. Low 90s, a lot better than trying to hit the high 90s.
And that one fouled off. Man at first, one away. Out to center. Crow Armstrong should have it. Makes the grab for the second out.
Up next for Milwaukee, the designated hitter, Christian Yelich.
So they're down to their final out. And now it's Christian Yelich. 1 for 2. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Tying run at the plate. Fought off foul.
Well, you put good velocity in the head of the hitter. He's got to get it ready early and then change speeds. Keep him off balance. That's the goal.
This could end it. And that's way high. It's 2-2.
2-2.
Swing and he breaks his bat. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Cubs claim the win here behind some great pitching and defense.
The ball for his first career save deserves to be on display at his house. I mean, it's kind of like when a restaurant frames its first dollar bill somewhere on a wall. You just can't forget your first save.
2-0 your final here in this one. The Cubs go home a winner. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.